This week, juggling, Pembroke Date Auction, and Parent Family Weekend. It's the week at Belmont.
Welcome to the week at Belmont. I'm Dustin Stout. First up, the annual and always popular Pembroke Date Auction is Thursday at 8 p.m. in the Quad. Ladies, it's your chance to bid on the very eligible freshmen of Pembroke Hall as they sashay down the runway. Half the money the ladies pay for their men will go towards the date, and the other half will go towards renovating Pembroke. Now's the perfect time to check in with the week at Belmont's resident freshman, Chase Graham, to see what he has to offer about the auction. Chase?
Thanks, Dustin. Now, I can't talk too long. I've got to practice my model strut. The auctions are tomorrow, you know. I've got to be ready.
But Chase, don't you live in Patton? It's the Pembroke Date Auction, not the Patton Date Auction.
Well, I guess that means I won't get to do my juggling act. Back to you, Dustin.
Such a freshman. Thanks, Chase. Speaking of juggling, there's a convo on Friday where you can learn to do just that. The members of Playing by Air will give a juggling show and a demonstration. The group has been called, quote, outstandingly funny, funky, and fresh, and a fun show. The show is Friday at 5 p.m. in the Trout Black Box Theater and its Culture and Arts Convo. Back to matters of the heart, Finding Miss Wright, an event put on by Wright Maddox Halls, is Thursday, October 6th at 7:30 in the Neely Dining Hall. Vic says, quote, Wright and Maddox Halls will participate and you can watch the chemistry ignite as our contestants try to make a love connection. Well, all this talk of love inspired us to send out correspondent Jessica Atkins to play matchmaker and see what Belmont students look for in their very own Mr. or Miss Wright. Jessica?
Thanks, Dustin. I'm back at the Beeman once again, but this time I'm asking students what they look for in a Mr. or Miss Wright. What's the worst date you've ever been on?
They've probably all been the worst, so can't really think of it.
Still waiting on Miss Wright?
Guess so.
Garrett, what qualities do you look for in your perfect girl?
Tall, blonde, dark skin, curly hair, brown curly hair, likes to wear stripes, looks like this.
Aww, so sweet.
Well, she needs to be brave. You know, she needs to be an adventurer.
Bad boy look, good boy attitude.
Okay.
I need to be able to go into a foreign land, possibly a fantasy realm, and be able to do some epic battle.
I like Southern girls. Have fun, get a little muddy, go fishing every now and then, things like that.
Yeah?
A fun person.
And she needs to be by my side doing that, possibly in Asgardian type armor. And if that's something that could happen, if that's something that she could see as realistic, then I feel like she's definitely Miss Wright.
He's got to be truthful and not a liar.
What do you look for in a Mr. Wright?
Good looks, short hair. I don't like long hair. That grosses me out.
And what makes someone Mr. Wrong? What's a deal breaker?
The deal breaker. Oh, a cheater.
Thanks. Well, that's all we got from the Beeman. I'll send it back to Dustin with the rest of your student news.
Thanks, Jessica. Parent and Family Weekend is this weekend, but don't worry, you still have a couple of days to clean up the place. You know, show the rents just why they're forking out all that dough for that fine education you're getting. Anyway, a new issue of the Belmont Vision comes out today. Pick yourself up a copy and find a new edition of The Beaten Track. This month, I sat down with rising Christian band The Weight of Glory. Plus, there's also news on the smoking ban, issues with the size of the calf, and Bruinbuck expansion. And even more than that, you'll find a Tennessee Travels 2-page spread in the new issue. From Graceland in West Tennessee to the Aquarium in East Tennessee, we've got the state covered, and your next road trip will be a breeze. But we here at the Week at Belmont thought we'd take it a step further. With that, let's toss things over to Dr. Reality to serve up some Tell It Like It Is reporting. Dr. Reality.
Thanks, Dustin. I'm putting my support behind this Tennessee Travels piece. I really am. In fact, I even wrote a blurb for it. I do more than just represent the truth, you know, Dustin. I write, too. It's a busy life. Anyway, the piece had me thinking, we're putting all this focus on the destination, but with road trips, it's really about how you get there, right? Wasn't it Cher or somebody who said, it's not about the destination, but about the journey?
I'm not so sure it was Cher. But never mind. Where are you going with this?
Well, if you would listen, it's not about where I'm going at all. That's my point. It's how I'm getting there, so be patient. Okay, I'm done. This week, to make your journey all that it can possibly be and more, I bring you road trip etiquette.
That's it? Road trip etiquette? Honestly, I was expecting something a little more profound with that intro of yours, but go ahead.
First, if you have to go to the bathroom 5 different times within the first 30 minutes we're in the car, you have a problem. I may be a doctor, but your overactive bladder is not my problem.
I'm afraid to ask what's next. Go on.
I can only take so much of Celine Dion's My Heart Will Go On. On the 14th play, I'm done. Consider other people's preferences, please. You know, like Cher. Gypsies, tramps, and thieves never gets old.
Hey, I agree with you there. Good one. And your last piece of road trip etiquette?
I am not a therapist, so please don't talk to me the entire trip about how your boyfriend broke up with you. You know why he broke up with you? Because you talk too much. Take some time and enjoy the scenery, honey. Back to you, Dustin.
What a character. Thanks, Dr. Reality. Here's a little quickie before we go. The Sex and the Soul Chapel is next week. Janelle Williams-Paris is the speaker. She's a professor of sociology and anthropology and an author of The End of Sexual Identity, Why Sex is Too Important to Define Who We Are. Be sure to check out that Christian Faith Development Convo next Wednesday at 10 a.m. in the Neely Dining Room. Well, that's all we have this week. Join us again next Wednesday for another edition of The Week at Belmont, where we'll sit down with the artist of the highly anticipated Urban Pop Showcase. Until then, I'm Dustin Stout. But don't worry, you still have a couple of days to clean up the place. Sorry. What is it with me and burping?
Hello, welcome to the Week at Belmont. I'm Aaron Carson.
Sorry. Thanks. Socks? These are not socks. These are called Toms. Welcome to Belmont.